I welcome you to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to set your wall in Revit. At the end of this video, you should be able to learn to make your wall thick like this. The line will be thick like this, and you have internal fill. Then you will be able to have external wall that's thicker than the internal wall in Revit. You should be able to change the material to be exact color you want. Without further ado, let's get started. In the last video, I showed you guys how you can create level. This is the project we're working on, and I'm going to open that particular project. It's loading. Okay, you can see this is the level we created in the last training. These are the levels. So today we will set our walls. If I go to the ground floor plan now, I simply double click on ground floor plan, and here am I. You can see there is no plan yet, nothing on the plan for now. If I go to architecture tab and I pick wall, you will see that there is a wall here. Name is basic wall generic 200 mm. If I click on this drop down, let me click on this drop down. If I click on this drop down now, you see there are different types of wall here. Can you see different types? And this was set by someone, so I will show you how you can set your own now to be the type of wall you want. Okay, so what you are going to do is you are going to, while that wall is selected, make sure wall is selected and you know the name that is selected. Now you click on edit type and you see this pop-up. This pop-up will come up here. You can duplicate it so that you have this one intact. That is the reason we duplicate it, so that you are not going to tamper with the parameters of this one. So I hit duplicate and I'm going to give it a name. The name doesn't matter much. 225 external wall. The name is just for you to identify the wall you are working with, so that anytime you need it, you simply go and pick it. Right, so I can click edit on the structure. So I will change this thickness to 225 mm, and I am going to change the material. You can see under the material I can search for default. I want to start from default wall. You can start from any material, but I always prefer to start from default wall. Now I'm going to right click on it and I will hit duplicate material and assets. I can edit this one now, but if I edit this without duplicating it, it means I've tampered with the properties of this one permanently. As far as this project is concerned, I have tampered with the properties of this default wall. So I want this to exist, and that is why I'm going to right click on it and duplicate. Then I'm going to give it a name, 225 external wall. So I'm going to come to the graphics, and here I can choose the color I want. Let's say I want light gray, which is okay. Now if this is not shake, it means that the color you are seeing here is what you see on your computer. But if this is shake, it means that it is the render appearance that will be shown on your screen. Now let me show you how to change your render appearance. If you click on the appearance, you can see there are three things here. You have identity. Identity has to do with the description of the wall, some other notes, the cost, and other things. We are not going to deal with this one for now. What we are dealing for now is the graphics. Graphics is the way it will appear on your system, and appearance is the way it will appear when you render it. These are the differences. Okay, if you want to change the way it will be when you render it, and this is when you are going to render it in Revit. We are not talking of Lumion here, nor V-Ray here. If you are going to render it in Revit, this is what will show. If you want to change it to something else, you click on that button and you can expand it further and look for the one you want. Let's say I am looking for stucco. If I do not see the one I want here, I can go to the next appearance library and click here to expand it, and I will still go to stucco and double click on it. Now this one have many stucco. I believe I should be able to see the one I love here. Let me use this. Okay, at this point I can click on this icon here and it will replace the current assets in editor. I can also right click on it and hit replace in editor. Okay, any of those steps will work. Now it has replaced it in editor. Now can you see it now? This is it. All right, now if I go to graphics now and check this, it means it's going to use the color as it is in the render appearance. So I'm going to click apply now and click OK, click OK again, click OK. I can draw now. You can see the wall here, so I can draw. Now we have set the thickness of this wall. If you measure it now, you see that it is actually okay. You can see the dimension is snapping the center of the wall. I want the dimension to snap the edges of the wall, so I'm going to change this one to faces, and I will make sure it. You can see the thickness is 225. So we are done with this. What I want to set now is the line width. If you look at the line width, it's not thick enough the way I want it. So I will go to manage tab, and while on manage tab, you click on object style and you go straight to wall. This is wall. Okay, now if you look at it, projection is the way it will show on elevation. So I like to change the line width of this one to 2, and for this cut I will change it to pen 7. For those of us that have used pen before, you know that pen 7 is thicker than pen 3. So this is what I am cool with. And of course the color is black. If you want to change it from black, you can change the color here, but I want to leave it in black. So I hit apply, and the moment I hit apply, you see that the wall is thicker now. It's better than before. The next thing I want to set in this wall is the fill. If you look at it now, it's just empty. There is no filling, no fill. So what I will do is, while it's selected, I will click edit, and now I don't need to duplicate it again because I actually want to make changes to that wall because it is the one I duplicated before. If you go down a little bit under this graphics, you see core scale fill pattern, and you also see core scale fill color. So you click on this place and you select any of these fill pattern. This is the one I love to use most, and click OK. And for the color, you click on the color to select the color you want. I like to use brown. You can take it up a little bit somewhere here and click OK. Then click apply. Click OK. Now you see it has filling now. Now if I want to create an internal wall now, I can simply create internal wall from here. It's a question of selecting it. I can copy it somewhere. If I select it now, then I click edit type. I will duplicate it because I want to have another type. So here I will give it 150 internal. I'll give it a name as internal wall and click OK. And that is all I want to change here. If I want to change the material, I will change the material, but let me change the thickness to 150. The material, I can create the material from here, right click and duplicate it and give it a name, internal. This is going to be internal wall, so give it so that anytime you are looking for internal wall material, you know where to go. That is it. Then for the properties, if I want to use graphics, that is, we are not using render appearance now, I click on this color. Let's say I want to use something like gray. I want to use gray. Okay, let me select this gray, though I'm not happy with this gray. Okay, this is cool for me, so I want to take it to somewhere here or here. No, this is okay, somewhere here, and click apply, click OK, and click OK, click OK. Now you have two walls. You have external wall, which is 225, and you have internal wall, which is 150 mm. So that is how you can set your walls in Revit architecture. In the next video, I will show you guys how you can set your dimension. Now, if I pick a dimension now, you will see that the thick is very long, and that is what I'll be showing you in the next video. I will show you how you can make it short. So if you don't want to miss that video, ensure you have subscribed to this channel and ring the notification bell so that anytime I upload that video, you'll be notified. And ensure you share this video with your friends so that they too can benefit from this training. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.